Welcome back to Budget Beauty. This is our weekly episode where I do long form makeup content. And today is Valentine's Day, so we're going to do some long form makeup real quick. But we're going to do long form makeup for Valentine's Day. So, I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force and the face behind Budget Beauty. And for today's makeup, I was thinking about, did I want to do anything red? Red makeup is hard for me because the red doesn't necessarily, it takes a lot, and it's got to be really good red eyeshadow in order for it to show up on my eyelids. So, because I have a red undertone, so it sometimes is hard. I do have some good red eyeshadow, but I decided I was going to do something else for the eyes, but I am going to incorporate red into the lipstick. So that will give me the red makeup that I want to use here. I'm also wearing my red sweater dress. You can't really see it all that great, but I'm wearing a red sweater dress that I bought from Old Navy many ages ago. As per my tradition, my mom and I used to wear red on Valentine's Day. No matter where we were, we would wear red and wear it together. And so she would always send me a picture of her red outfit, especially when I didn't live with her. She would send me a picture of her red outfit and be like, "This was my outfit for today. What you wearing?" And so I would always have my red outfit. So my mom's been gone 10 years, but I have continued the tradition. So this is my red, and I'm going to wear, once I finish this look, I'm going to wear red earrings to go with it. So, yeah, and we're actually going to go do, we got to do some errands, but we're buying makeup today. So today will be a beauty haul day. And then, I will come back and, film a beauty haul, and then on Sunday, tomorrow, I will film a buying and trying. So I wanted to split that up so I could do today's episode as the makeup for the main series. So let's get started. Per the usual, we're going to start with the eyes and primer for the face, but also we're going to really focus on the eyes first. And for the eyeshadow primer, we're going to use, this is the NYX Ultimate Shadow and Liner Primer. I really like this. I'm very pleased with it. I think it's very good. It is a very good primer. And it keeps that makeup fresh. I will say it keeps my eye makeup very fresh. So, I have no complaints with it. I will buy it when I am finished with this tube. Which, because I have a lot of other eye primers, I don't have to use this as often, but I do use it a lot. It is one of my go-tos. So part of our shopping, because we just got paid, so when I say we, I mean husband and I, because we work for the same employer, just in different departments. So we are going to go also to Bath and Body Works because they have a sale on candles, and we need a candle for the house, and to as a refill for a candle that we already have. And they have just re-released the Disney Princess collection. They have just brought it back. And so they have brought back Tiana as one of the main princesses in the collection. And I am definitely rebuying the Tiana hand soap. And last time around, I was trying to get the Tiana body wash and could not. By the time I went to go buy the body wash, it was sold out everywhere. And they weren't getting any restocks. So I was like, dang it. Because I got the hand soap, and that's how I realized I wanted the body wash also. Because that hand soap smells so good. But it was, I couldn't get it. I just could not get that body wash. But they have it now at both of the both of the Bath and Body Works locations that I go to here in Columbia. So I am going to go get it, and I am going to be very excited. I have a cart already set up. I have my list set up, and I have $84 worth of candles and soaps that I would like to get. But it is going to be fantastic. It is mostly Disney princess stuff. So before I get into that, also so we're going to basically be doing a live tinted face today. I was like, if I'm going to use the mascara, I might as well go ahead and use the primer for my face, and I'm going to use the concealer and the hue stick, the face hue stick. So this is the Live Tinted Hue Guard 5-in-1 mineral sunscreen. Or I'm sorry, 3-in-1 mineral sunscreen. It's a moisturizer and primer also. So we're going to use this. If y'all recall, this container is, I have to be very careful about using it. As soon as I put some pressure to that, it comes out. So I have to be very gentle when I do that. But as the primer, it is very yellow. It is yellow like that, that Live Tinted, like gold, like that Live Tinted bottle. So I'm going to go ahead and put my primer on. I do like this primer. It's actually really good primer. It does leave a kind of a white cast, but on me, because it's got its sunscreen in here, which I do need sunscreen. So I mean, I don't be outside a whole lot, but just being outside a little bit, you need it. You're gonna need you need some type of SPF. And I like that it works as a primer also, even though it is very much sunscreen. Because you can put this on and it's mixed together. So works really well as a primer, but it works. You don't have to worry about wearing SPF and trying to put some primer on. You got it in one, like it's a 3-in-1. So now I wouldn't use this as a moisturizer because it leaves a white cast. So if I were just going to bed, like, I wouldn't put this on before I went to bed. This is definitely a SPF and primer. It does moisturize the skin too, I assume. And that's why they call it a moisturizer. I kind of got some in my eyebrows, but it's fine. Okay. All right, so I know eye primer is done, so we'll focus on the eyes now. Yeah, that primer's all right. I got it as it's supposed to be a free gift, but I wound up paying for it. It's not bad. I wouldn't have gone out and bought it myself. Even though I've gone out and bought Live Tinted stuff, I don't know if I would have bought that necessarily. All right, so let's start on the eyes. So for the eyes, we're gonna do a glam look on the eyes today. So I'm taking Mr. Soft Pencil Senior, and we're going to cut the crease. And on both eyes. Okay. Like I say, my eyes are dry. I'm just trying to move that around a little bit. It ain't gonna really matter because I'm covering this up, but. All right. Then for the eyeshadow, we are going to cover her in some brown. And actually, I am going to do my pinup lash line first. I'm going to do that first. So this is the Swerve, the BFF Cream Gel Liner from ColourPop in the shade Swerve. So I'm going to do my lash line here across the bottom. So Bath and Body Works wise, we are also getting the Mulan hand soap, and it was another hand soap I was getting. But I know I'm getting, because they had a deal going on the candles and the hand soap. Candles are buy one, get one. And the hand soap is also on sale. So, we're going to get that. Okay, so that's one eye. Let's do the other. A little bit higher arch over here. Just a tad. One day I'm going to get good at doing this with liquid eyeliner. I prefer doing it with this pencil though, because I make mistakes with the liquid. And I prefer using the liquid underneath my eye. Okay. That's good. I guess I can fill in this little section over here. I don't want to do a wing just yet. All right. Now, for the eyeshadow, I'm going to do a base of brown. So this is the Ulta Beauty Collection eyeshadow singlet. And it is in the shade Coffee Bean. So this is a very deep brown. It looks like I don't have eyeshadow on until I put it on. Like I start blending it out, and then you can tell that my eyes aren't, my lids are not that brown. They brown, but they ain't that brown. So I have my little tool. And I am picking it up on the tool, shaking off that excess. So there we go. And then putting it on in the space. Now what we're going to do here is put a topper on top of this brown. That's a shimmer topper. And it's going to give us the sparkle I want. Because the real star of this show is going to be my lips. It's not going to necessarily be my eyes today. So that is brown. It's very brown. But as you can see, now it looks like I have on brown. And I will go back and adjust some of this black on the crease cut. Because it looks like it took away the crease cut on my right eye. Okay. Okay. And maybe not. Maybe I won't. Maybe that'll suffice. I actually kind of like how that looks like I overtook it, but it also sets a boundary there. So maybe I won't redraw it. Shoot. I dropped it. Of course I did. My husband is in here and he is getting it for me. Thank you, husband.
You're welcome.
I dropped the singlet. They couldn't see you. But thank you. I didn't mean to drop that. I stay dropping stuff while I'm sitting here, so it's kind of partially why I want a vanity. I want a working vanity. All right. So now let's talk about this topper. We're going to use the e.l.f. Finest Fleck Glitter Topper. This is the shade Champagne Showers. Yes, I have to give a dramatic sigh every time I do this. Because as much as I dislike e.l.f., these glitter toppers are absolutely fantastic. They do exactly what I want them to do. I find every time I use them, they do exactly what I'm asking for, and the resulting look is fine. It's exactly what I want. So, and I bought 6 of these, so we're gonna be using these for a minute. But if I can avoid it, I avoid it. I promise y'all, I'm not reaching for e.l.f. every single time. I'm not. Because no e.l.f. We're not doing that. All right, so I'm taking this and the tool, the non-used side of the tool. And I've pulled some shadow out of this container, and we're going to apply it. And that is exactly what I'm trying for here. I want a brown, but I want glitter on top. That's why I say, as much as I dislike e.l.f., that did exactly what I asked it to do. I'm going to build it up a little bit, but that's doing exactly what I asked it to. Now I'm going to have to fix my lash line over here on this little corner because it is, I kind of took over the black a little bit, but all right. So now you can see the shimmer on my eye. All right. Other side. Okay. So I may go into Marshall's today, maybe. So depending on how I feel. Also would like to go buy some books. I have finished the first novel of Twilight. And I have started the second. I'm getting ready to get started because I read the opening thing, but I haven't I haven't started reading the first chapter of New Moon. I am working on it. I was debating, did I want to go buy Percy Jackson now? But I was debating, did I want to finish Twilight and then start Percy Jackson? Do I want to rereading at the same time? And I haven't really made a decision yet, so but I may buy Percy Jackson today. I might, maybe. All right, so eyes are done, kind of. At least the ensuing makeup is. Okay. I did say I was gonna let that stand, but I am gonna add a little bit back. Give it a defined line again. Okay. Now, let me fix the lash line. As y'all can see. If I can't get down here to get closer to my lashes. Okay. All right. That's fine. That's good. I like that. All right. Now, let's talk about mascara. Because we're going to do our under eye later. Mascara. So, we're going to do, for the primer for the mascara, this is the Essence Super Volume, the Volume Booster Lash Primer with Super Volume, with Super Fruits. It's almost time for me to buy another tube of this. Almost. Still works just fine. We're just going to apply to the lashes. I'm trying to be very careful and not get this on the black that I just spent all that time putting on the bottom of my lashes. I think I was very successful there. All right, other eye. So for our Valentine's dinner, as I very much explained, we do not go out to eat. We either get takeout or I cook. And this year we're getting takeout. So we're gonna have Chinese tonight. Husband suggested that we watch Brave New World.
Captain America.
Yes, Captain America. Brave New World, because I have not yet seen it. And given that I'm a massive Marvel fan, I have Disney Plus, I would like to watch it. So I need to be caught up by the time we get to Doomsday. My goal is to be done and caught up by December so that when Doomsday comes out, I will have seen everything. So, yeah, I'm very excited. We'll probably watch that. All right, so for the mascara, we're going to use the Live Tinted Legacy Lash Tinted by Live Tinted. This is very good. I really like it. Nah, this is not cheap. This is the portion of budget beauty where we splurge. Okay, every so often we will splurge, and I will tell you a mid-tier to high-end that I think is really good, that I think you ought to try if you're going to splurge and spend a little bit extra than what you've just spent on budget. Okay, this is one of those things where I'm like, yeah, go ahead, splurge on this. This is good. The Live Tinted, all of the Live Tinted that I've used so far has been excellent. And very much, like, I normally, y'all know I don't splurge too often on stuff, but their foundation, very good. It's $42 in that stick though. So try to get it on sale if you can. If you're going to splurge on that, try to get it on sale. I did. That's because when I got it, it wasn't $42. It was more like, I want to say like $35. $7 does make a difference there, but for $35, okay. Listen, that Hue stick, which we're fixing to use, very good. Very impressed with it. Performance is great. It should be for $35. And also, too, I can get it cheaper than the $42 on Amazon. So, there's that. But this mascara was $28. And y'all know I fuss so much about the YSL mascara that I have. That Lash Clash from YSL, which was $32. This is pretty good. I like it. I have a single white eyelash in there. And it is because my eyelashes are turning gray. As is the hair on my head. You just can't see it. It's a single eyelash like right there. If I can see it, y'all probably can see it too. But yeah, I like the Live Tinted a lot. Okay. I like it. That turned out nicely. It's, even though I have a lash line going on, you can still kind of see it gives it volume. But the lash line is helping with the volume also. Because this side is real thin and stubby because I've been wearing a lot of mascara. So there's that. All right. So eyes are done for right now. All right. So now let's focus on this face. I'm going to beat this mug So let's start out, because I've discovered I gotta do this quickly. I can't like let it sit there. Now, this blends very well. It blends so well, and it's lightweight. This also blends very well, but I want to do this quickly. So this is the Lip Tinted Hue Stick. It's the 5-in-1 Hue Stick. And this is in the shade 4 for me. And this is the Lip Tinted Concealer. And this is in shade 3. Okay. So I'm going to add my concealer first under the eye. And this is another orange hued, basically like a burnt orange shade for me under my eye. Okay. So yes, it looks like it wouldn't work, but it does, because this is just a shade lighter than the Hue Stick, really. And it's like orange color corrector. All right. Trying to get this down just a little bit more. Okay. All right. Now, that can sit there for a second, but the Hue Stick cannot. So, I don't want to touch this because it's got makeup everywhere in it. Okay, so I'm actually going to do this because I got it on my fingers off of this tube, and all I'm going to do is put it on my face anyway. All right, because it's all going on here anyway. All right, so okay. Try to get so I don't have to wipe my fingers. I might as well just put it on my skin. All right, so now we're going to take the stick and we're going to start applying. As you can see, a perfect match for my skin. This is almost a perfect match. It's a little bit lighter, but than my skin, but this is the shade I was told to get. I did a shade match at Ulta because I bought it at Ulta, and this was the shade I was told to get. Now, as you can see on my forehead, perfect match. Move hair. Okay. All right, let's start blending her out. I do not want that to sit. Put that on my nose. All right. All right. To blend her out, we're going to use my Morph. This is the 103 foundation brush in 103. I got a little bit extra here. Okay. Let's go. Now we're going to come back and blend the under eye with a different brush. Cause this was making me look a little shiny the other day. And I was like, did I just not blend that well? I feel like I just didn't blend that very well. So we're gonna come back and blend out the under eye. But I really like this lip tinted. It is really nice. I'd say probably my favorite mid-tiers here for foundation and things. Tier and lip tinted. for sure. They work really well on my skin. And they play well with a lot of other things. Budget, probably Juvia's Place and ColourPop. Maybelline works really well too for me. I really like Maybelline. And I like the L'Oreal too, foundations. They're pretty good. Okay. All right. So I think we got that blended pretty well. I'm looking a little plasticky though. All right. Now, to blend this, thank you. Drop more stuff. To blend this under eye, we're going to use, this is the Morphe M132 angled concealer brush. As you can see, as soon as I blend it and blend it well, the under eye looks great. Let's do that on the nose. My hair is, even though it's pinned back, it's steadily getting in the way. Okay, so that's blended very well. And then we're gonna even it out once I powder it down. All right, the other side. Okay. Let's get it. Because I'm gonna powder this down. All right. Face is done. All right. So I wanna do a little bit more right there, just a tad. Okay, now we want to blush because you know we gotta apply the rest of our cream products here. So for the blush, we're gonna use the Ulta Beauty Cream Blurring Blush. This is the Cloud Blush out of the Ulta Beauty collection, and we are going to attempt to put on some blush. Okay. And this is a very subtle blush, so you gotta add blush. You can't just do a little tiny little subtle amount. No, you gotta do a bunch. I learned that fooling with this and learning the difference between brands of blush. All right, to blend that out, it's the M204 Cream and Liquid Blush Brush from Morphe. This is very subtle over here. I mean, it's subtle. It's very subtle. Once it's blended down, you can see it. And that's what I want. I don't want a ton. This is going to be very subtle once I blend this down also. Okay. Very subtle. All right. That worked out really well. I mean, you can barely see it over here. All right. Now, I don't know if I'm going to wear contour today. I don't think I am going to wear contour today. So then once I have that done, let's do some setting powder. So I was going to use the Bare Focus, but I think I'm going to use the Juvia's Place. This is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Silky Finishing Powder in the shade Warm Honey. And I am going to buy some more of this today because I am starting to run out. Definitely running out because I use this a lot. So let me get my square, my little triangle puff. All right, I'm going to use the top lid because top of the lid first because there's powder in there. All right, so I picked up the powder. It's this, and I'm going to diffuse it in my palm. And then powder down. Now, with this looks like this acts as translucent with this shade. Some shades for me, it's too dark. Depends on what shade of and what brand of foundation I am using. Because if it's a lighter brand of foundation, this is going to make it look darker. If it's a darker shade of foundation, it's going to make my face look even darker. So, it's fine. So, you have to learn that, which I did. So, I have to be cognizant of that when I'm putting on this powder and choosing a powder. Okay. I like it because that looks nice and even. All right. Now, I think I'm going to up underneath here just a tad. I feel like I didn't get that under eye very well. I look like I did, but from far away, it doesn't look like I did in this one either. All right. Okay. So, make sure I get my T-zone. Okay. All right. So that was a good powder down. That looks good. Okay. So, now we want to add our powder blush. And then we can talk about the lips. And actually, I'm going to do my under eye now, too. I'm trying to get this back on. Yeah, I know I'm almost out of finishing powder here. I still got a little bit left. And that's how I know it's a very little bit in here. So that's how I know it's time to buy some more of this. I really like this. It's expensive, though. It's like $25. I'm like, that's a lot. I'm like, that's a whole lot. For some setting powder, that's a lot. But it is good. It is worth the $25. If you're going to get a finishing powder, because a finishing powder and a setting powder are different. If you're going to get a finishing powder, go ahead, get that Juvia's Place and quit playing. Because it is pretty good. All right. Next, let's do this under eye. For the under eye, we are going to do the Essence 24 Ever Ink Liner in the shade Intense Black. I actually really like this. I like a lot of Essence products. Essence is another one, budget, that I really like. Essence is great. There ain't an Essence one that I don't like. Now, they blush sometimes. Their Baby Got Blush is a very subtle blush. And now that I know what I'm doing with blush, I have to go back and experiment with it again. I also realized there are certain shades of blush that it's just not going to work for me. It's just not. Because it's too similar to my undertone. So it does not look like I put on any blush when I put that shade on. So stuff like corals and that's just not going to work for me. So I have to stay away from those. If I'm going to wear blush, it's got to be a pink. And even a light baby pink does not work on my skin. Not like a super bright baby pink. It does not work. It's going to blend in and it's going to look like I don't have anything on. All right. Under eye is done. So now we're going to go in with powder blush. And this is one of the ones I just bought. The NYX Buttermilk Blush. I bought them thinking they were buy two, get one free. And your girl didn't discover until she got back home that meant only online. I was like, I did not pay attention. This is the shade Butter with Thyme. Then I closed it again. All right. As you can see, this is a very pigmented blush. Very pigmented. So what I'm going to have to do, because that's a very, very pigmented blush there. To bring some of that down, we're going to go in with my kabuki brush. This is the level that I want over here. I got really heavy-handed over there. Okay. Yeah, I got a little heavy-handed over there. All right. Yes, I'm not really supposed to rub here, but got a little heavy-handed. So I might actually come back in with some finishing powder again to, hold on, let's see. I might not have to put more finishing powder on because I do have my puff still out. So let's see. If I just do like this right here, with some of that excess, and I could take it down some. Yeah, that took it down some. Okay. That's how I can generally fix my blush, my powder blush, is to take it down some with this. All right. So I didn't have to do that. Good deal. All right. So it's fine. And I can still do a little bit with the kabuki. So this is the e.l.f. kabuki brush. And I can just do this. And that'll help. I really don't need to do it a whole lot here, but that's fine. All right, so now they match basically. All right, so now let's talk about the lips. Now, for the lips, we're gonna line with Mr. Soft Pencil Senior again. Okay. And for the lipstick, we're going to go in with the Juvia's Place liquid lipstick in the shade Red Velvet. I really like their liquid lipstick. It is very good. It's velvety. It's extremely velvety. And it dries down really well, and it's a very beautiful matte. I'm also going to take a bunch of this off of this. Off this. All right. Okay, top lip done. Okay. And we're done on lipstick. All right. So that's got to dry. And then for the piece de resistance, we got a setter with some spray. So let's see if we can. I don't have any live tinted setting spray. So I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist. You gotta reach into the kit to get it. All right. Red can. Buddy. Prepare to get your face starched. Because that's what this is. But listen, when I tell you it does the job, it does the job. It does exactly what I ask it to do, which is set my face. All right. Okay. One day I will get used to that. One day. Okay. So it also sprays down my hair because I have my hair loose here. Okay. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the completed look. So I'm debating, do I want to keep my hair pinned or not? I think I do. I want to keep her pinned. But I like how that turned out. I think that turned out very nicely. My face is extremely stiff right now. Smiling is difficult. Oh, that does not feel normal. It's not frozen, it's just very stiff. So that means the stiffening means it's working. All right, my lips are actually dry. So these are the earrings I chose. These are my cherry earrings. I really like these. They are super cute. I don't remember. I think I got them at the Punk Flea Market. And they are super cute. I really like them. They go well with like everything. So I don't know. I may or may not keep this pin back. I don't know. I do want to fix my clipped hair though. This is the new wig that I just bought. It's very cute. It actually is. It's pretty nice. It's trying to tangle already, but it's not terrible. All right, so let's see. I may or may not just decide to pull this back and see how I want to do with this. I have to pull it apart sometimes because, like I say, it's starting to it wants to tangle. In the front part, it'll tangle like that, and you have to kind of pull it apart. All right. Let me just wear my hair. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna wear my hair. Didn't think about that too much, other than I wanted to just pull it back for while I was recording, because I don't like my hair being all in my face while I'm trying to put makeup on my face. And it still managed to get in the way. Okay. So, yeah, I might take these out. Okay. So, I think I will take these loose and let the bangs come down. My own natural bangs are like down on my nose right now. Every so often I trim them if I'm gonna wear my own actual bangs, but most of the time I just leave them alone. I try to trim the split ends and keep it split end free. I'm gonna have to comb these bangs, I guess. Let me pull that down. Okay. All right, so I'll take that loose so y'all can see what this looks like. What this actual wig is supposed to be looking like. It's supposed to be very Betty Page style, so that's what it looks like with the bangs. All right, so that is the completed look. We are finished. Let's pull that back a little bit. So very pleased with this look, and I think it turned out real nice and looks good. So I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for coming in and watching me do my makeup. Thank you for the support. Come back and watch more of our series later. We have probably 6 series now, so we will be increasing some things in the next couple of months. Probably trying to do some more series, so we'll see. But thank you for coming in and watching. We appreciate you. So we'll see you later. Peace.